Hi everyone, Happy New Year, Happy 2023. So the video will be going out in New Year. I think it's 27, 28 today, somewhere there. So you've all had a brilliant Christmas, had everything what you wanted, all the family round and stuff like that. So it's all getting together, that's what Christmas is about really. All them close to you, you don't really spend a lot of time with them through the year and stuff, so you can't make time. Well, you can make time, but nobody does. So the time you get together is Christmas time and stuff like that really. So we need to start doing it a lot more. We keep saying it every year and get together, but we never do. But Christmas time brings you all together. It's good times really. So hope everyone's had a brilliant Christmas and hope 2023 brings everybody what they want, all the good times, and then from there, and a few changes what people want to make. I'll be making a few changes next year. I'm getting all, make sure everything's done this year, not messing around this year, 2023. We're cracked in with all my bits and bobs, get them all done, try to get straight. So that's my New Year's resolution, get this shed straight, get everything right, get everything back to normal again so I can get my life back on track and stuff. So we'll get there eventually, so go from there. So today we're doing the old quarantine tank, so the jump guards and stuff like that. So Tempest on, as you're saying, I've had a bit running, had them running through and stuff on there. So they're going through, work on that, going through them, cleaning all the systems, cleaning all the backy shower, cleaning the two Tempests. Obviously they don't need cleaning, so they have been cleaned before I took them down, but I'd rather do it in case anything's gone inside, slugs or anything like that in the Tempest. So it's flush free, it's all on there really, so flush it through and that'll do. What I'll do, I'll turn you around now and I'll show you the fish what I'm moving over as well. Just on a quick view of them, have a look at them. So I do want to get this room all here, all nice and empty, get it all painted up again. As you can see, damp on walls and stuff and everywhere getting damp, so I need to get this room straight again. And there we go. So I'll turn you around now and I'll show you these fish. As you can see, they're all coming up for food. I just spooked them off. There's a lot of nice fish in this one. There's all sorts in here. A little bit of everything. So I will bowl them up, put them in a bowl, go through them all. So I'm sorting out what I'm keeping and stuff like that really. Obviously now I have to move them all over and sort them out again, but I do want to go through. I'll get a couple of videos of them, stuff like that, a few pictures, and I can pick and choose what I want and what I'm keeping and what I'm getting rid of really. So there's a lot of nice fish in here. They are going down a bit now, trying to get them on you. So they will move across. So I won't move them all at once. I'll move probably 40 or 50 of them at once, put them in there, see how it all goes and everything there. But the water will be tested, everything will be right, and plus I'll be taking some of the media out of this shower as well here, pinching a bit of that to get it cracked in really. So I don't know how many fish are moving over, you'll see. Get the water tested. So this water's a bit murky now, needs to clean again today as well. So always cleaning. So there's a lot of frying here, a lot of waste, but they're doing brilliant in there at the minute. Some really nice fish in there, quality and everything, really good fish. Right, we're going to the other shed and have a quick look and go from there. As you can see now, that's all up and running, well happy with that. So I'm not going to put any more water in, so it's the fast and go with the water. I don't know if you can hear me properly, like it's proper noisy in a minute, so the water's not fully through the top. So we've got plenty of flow through here. That's coming down. It needs all setting up on the valves and stuff here yet. So we'll set it up, so that's more or less nicely there, and the flow rate to come around here. So saying these two here, they did come up nicely. Similar time, so saying this one needs slowing down a little bit. Obviously that's got more height, more head height to go up there. So slow this down a touch. I want a little bit faster, like you say. Other than that, the shower is working perfect. So I've got about 70% on the pump. So I'm glad I never put a 10,000 in here now. I don't think it would have done it. It's a big height that is to go up. But 20,000 is definitely right for it, I think. So saying I'll put a couple of Herc in here now. So I'm not going to put any more water in. A couple of Herc on. Leave it for 24 hours and come back to it. Wash it all out. Put a bit more water in, same again. Wash it all out again and go from there. So I'm just going to use the Virkon. I've just turned that off there, the shower as well, because it's proper noisy. So what I've done, I've put 3 tablets in a bucket. That's the Virkon tablets. As you can see there, fizzing away, melting. Proper fizzing in there now, they are. They're saying it's probably about 100, 120 gallon here, somewhere there. So I don't have to use it, but I'm just going to, rather be safe than sorry. Obviously, these have been standing around a good few months now. It's just outside. You don't know what's in them. Slugs should have come in, say, bacteria or anything, so I'd rather give a flush through. So I'm going with that one. That's a lot lighter, that one is, than that. I think I'm sure I Virconed the system actually before I struck this one down, which I did actually, yeah. Put some Vircon in the system just to flush it all through and get rid of the crap. But this one here has been stood outside for a good few months. So I thought, why not get the Vircon in, flush it out. But then I will drop it down, empty all that out. But then I'll fill it up again just past the pump. I won't fill it all up, wasting the water. So I'll just fill it just past the pump. So I can circle it around a couple of times, probably do that 2 or 3 times, flush it all through, top it up, and there we go, it's ready for the fish. That's it, it's all melted away now. So I'm going to chuck that in there, chuck it in, rinse the bucket out, turn it on. Open the valves up, and then I should have started some water in a minute. And there we are. A bit come out now. I'm not turning out on fully, just slower, so I can have a good wash through the shower. Just got the pond vac out. There was a pond over the vac. What I'm going to do with it now, as you can see the Tempest is still full. Just turn the valves off. The bottom drain valves coming in into there. Shower's off, so you'll be able to see in here. So I'm going to, where the media is, inside here, so obviously when I cleaned it before, it has broken up a little bit inside, only bits coming off it. You can see obviously all the bits here. Got to get the pond back in there, give it a good hoovering out. Just got some water going in now, so obviously in a minute that water will be gone. So I'll just turn that on, so we can top up again, just over the pump. Let it cycle, probably another 2 times, let the Vircon and everything all come out, and they should be good. Get some water in this afternoon, and get it all filled up, and we can go from there really. Other than that, looking sweet now, I'm well happy with it. So we are just on the last flush through, so it's had 3 flushes through already. So I've had the pond back as well, so you can't see properly in the minute, so the light's a bit dull in here, so that's gone dark. So there's a bit of backhouse meter still at the bottom, after coming for the shower. There's them 2 tiers. It's in the top tier, I will put some already done media out the other tank, out there, to put that in there, so it makes sense. Put that in there, the media, hopefully the bacteria will build up a bit quicker, but I will put other stuff as well. And over the corners, I'm painting all this crap, but the corners and everything, should say, whatever, put the painter's cork in the corner, coming down. So I've painted all that now, it's all nice and neat. It's a lot better now, all the same colour. A little bit once it's dried. All the crap and everything's gone off there, it's just nice and neat again now. So I aren't painting the bits at the side, I'm not going to bother with those. So I will be putting like a, what can I say, a fascia board coming over and down there. Just wait for an offcut, off a job somewhere, so it won't cost me nothing again. All 3 bits of timber, all bits of that, so a good thing about being in the trade. So they save a little bit. If there's too much over sometimes, scrap piece of wood, people chuckling the skip and all sorts, you see, so makes sense. I'll keep them and I'll use them for something else. What I'm doing here as well now, the valve, as it comes down here, it's just temporary, just messing around in a minute. So I'm going to put, obviously, an elbow higher up, coming across. I bought some valves off Amazon, so I need about 4 quid each somewhere there. So I bought a few valves, one for this one for that one. Plus, I'm putting a board here. As you can see, this big board here, I've just cut. That's going to sit on there, come out here, so there's a shelf here, so I can stand on that. You see right over the perspex and stuff when it's on there. But saying also, I'm using it as a bracket for underneath here, so that'll push up a little touch more, because it has come down a touch. Obviously the weight in that. But I'm saying, that'll sit on there nicely, underneath, push that underneath there. Same with this side, I'll probably cut it around, so it's nice and neat around there. But saying this here, it runs perfect. Actually the bottle didn't have bubble it away actually. Let you see it. So the valves are turned off. That's bubbled away nicely. So it's only 20mm pipe, this is emptying. Coming out, it's really bubbling away. I've got a good bubble, doesn't come out too fast, and it's really clicking over. And so coming out in the grid, straight in the grid, over here into the gully, into the eco drain. I'm saying, that shelf over here, that'll be all hidden on this bit. So I will cut out the circles on those, so I'll push that up. Put some more piece of wood, struts down the bottom. I'm saying this here will be lying on the floor with a little bit of a tilt on it, so I can make sure it goes in there, it doesn't come back up right. But like I say, I'm going to raise this here, across here, over this as well. So you can like try to idle that. I can come in, step up, all the pipe work and everything's underneath here. It's going to leave this accessible. I'll leave this bit open so I can get to these valves and stuff with other valves that are going to be on there. So the reason why I'm putting another valve on it, then these well, do go crap. Get bits and bobs stuck in there. So if I put a valve here, well, it's only about here, put a valve on there, always leave that shut and then open it as well. Just double valves, open that one up, that'll come out, bubble through and go into there. Other than that, well happy with that. We'll finish this board off now, empty this one, get it all out. So that'll be the same again, just messed around earlier on, just put a bit of pipe on so it can come free. The same when it's all bits and bobs are here, more pipe, so I'll try and get it all, well, it doesn't really matter about underneath there, because you're not seeing none of this, so it can be the white bits or whatever. Let's say it look nice and neat after. Just go and get this board cut, get that off there, empty that, jobs are good. So this is how I cut the board. So I'll cut it all out here, and cut this all out here as well. I have to shove it underneath, behind this, take the two valves off, take these off, into there, shove it in, which is all pushed up. As you can see, left enough gap as well, so I can get these off and on, you see. So in the future if we need to change them, I can just get them off and on. So that makes sense now. All I've got to do, fix out the back, across there, get it level, push this on, and watch the Tempest now, that will push up, and there we go. That's nice and solid. Plus when the supports around here, going down to the bottom, the legs, screwed on the back there, and that 3x2 at the back. And these jobs are good. And so rounded off the corners as well. So then walking past here, not knock myself, might round that corner off a little bit more. So then sand them down, nice and neat. Push it up like I was saying. Jobs are good. There's the shelf made now, nice and solid. So it's got two purposes. Obviously, holding the two Tempest each side, as I showed you earlier on. Cut out the hole, sit it on top, push it up a little touch, about a 1/4 inch where it's dropped. Nice and solid now. So if I do need to, if it goes any more, should I say, if I do need to put another leg in there, I probably will do, which I will anyway. Same there, put another leg in that bit there just to support it, but that is absolute solid now. So it's got the back bit here, this is a 3x2 at the back, these are 3x2 at the front, that's going nowhere, it's solid. So I probably will put another piece there afterwards, like on that. So it's got another purpose as well. So I'm going to put perspex across the top here. It's going to fill the water right up. I might as well use all of it. So there's probably another 50 gallon. I was going to have to leave it down, probably about 200, but I'm not. I'm going to fill it right to the top, more water in there. I'm going to put perspex around here, because I've already got a perspex. I bought it bloody hell over a year or so ago. So it's been in the shed all wrapped up still. So I'm going to put perspex all around there. I can get on top of this now, use this as a stand, jump up, and right above the perspex here now. The perspex is down here. And get the net into there, and catch the fish out of there. It's got two purposes on this. Absolutely brilliant now. Well happy with it. That go down. So I'm going to put another floor, keep saying across the bottom there, to lift it all up. So it's 2 steps. Straight into there. So it can't be bad really. The Tempest. So this is just temping now. Well, it's not going to temp, it's going to be fully fixed. That'll be on the bottom. Say that one now. I'm coming around here instead of it now. So the water. I'll open the valve. Open this valve. Underneath. They're bubbling away now. And the waste is going straight down the drain. So it will be out the way. Nice and tucked against there. It'll be underneath all that stuff anyway. Underneath the floor, should I say. On there. Other than that, very nice that is. So it's not going too fast either. So you can get too fast, but obviously it's got more way to go. More to go, should I say. So it's taking longer than it usually does, which is better. It's bubbling it right up now, you see. So it's a lot better. It's really bubbling it now. Well happy with that. So the reason now that one's different colour, it's been PP'd in the past. That's why I thought, why is that one so white? And that's not. There's one system did PP it, so the costing in the system where the greenhouse was before, a long time ago, when it was in there, before we took it out and put the drum system in. That's the reason why that's all purple. Well, brown now, should I say. It was purple. And that one's still nice and white. It's had a Verk on in. and wash through. So I love this bit as well. As soon as you open this valve here now, drops all the water through there, flushes through, any bits of crap through that, get chucked straight out as well. That's all this pipe work up here, so whatever water's in that pipe work gets flushed down and gushes out there. So I love that bit, so it washes all through, any bits and bobs at the bottom of there gets flushed out. Can't be bad. So we've just had the jigsaw outside, just cut all this outside. So the neighbours, it is 11 o'clock at night, so they must love me, but I need to get stuck in, get it done. The good neighbours, I get on with them, so they're fine anyway. So that's all cut up now, all around there. So I've got to take it off again tomorrow, put some insulation boards behind it. I've got the insulation outside, so I'll do that tomorrow. But the neighbours, if they're listening, I'm sorry, but I need to get jobs done. I'm back at work next week, so that's done anyway. So I do apologise, but there we go. That's done. Tomorrow, insulation, and there we go. Jobs are good. And I've just earlier on, put the big blue on. And now we're topping up now, as you can see in there. Topping up nicely. So I've got a leak here as well. I've got to put another rubber on there as well. It's one of the big blues we've got. Just give this a coat of paint as well, all around here. Looking smart. So you can see where it's been leaking. Coming down, running down here. So I'll put a seal on that to take it inside. Other than that, that's looking good. All painted up. The jobs are good one. So we are almost full now, so we're not far off at all. It's starting to take shape. It's looking good. Waterfall and everything's working right. In the back of the shower, shall I say. So it's making a nice waterfall. I'm happy with that. So there won't be a lot of sound when it's filled up to the top. I'm saying the only bit of sound at the minute is this here. So I might even extend that a bit under the water a bit more, but the water's going to go up here anyway, so I'll see what the flow goes like when it's all on. You can see it circulating now. So it's got a flow. So it's moving around. It's definitely doing its job. They're saying it's not set up the pumping up yet properly, so I don't know what sort of speed I'm going. So turn the valve on this one. So obviously it wants more pressure and it's the shower. So I'll work it out in a bit. Might slow the shower down a bit, might speed it up a bit, I don't know. So I'm going to work it out in a bit and see what sort of flow rate I can get for this fish swimming around. The board at the back, so we did do that last night. So it was 12:30 before I got in, after tied up and everything. So getting all that done. So what I get that done last night, it's just on my mind, get out of the way. I'll take that off today as well, put some insulation behind there as well, and get all that finished off. Other than that, I'm going to work out in a minute. I've got some perspex along here, so I don't know which one it is. I've got quite a few in there, because I bought a load of them. I've got to work out which ones go here and go across there. So I did buy some, not for that. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I'm going to put a net across that one, I think. I'm not 100% sure what I'm putting up there. So there's a load of perspex out there. What I bought, I've got to work it out exactly where I'm putting it. So it is for other tanks as well, which I bought in the past. I think it's one for where the fry are now, actually. I think I did buy it to go all the way around out there. Like, I'm going to put that outside eventually, so hopefully some left for that as well. So I can work it out. But so I'll go in the shed in a minute, work out exactly what we got. And I've got some brackets as well somewhere. I've got to route out them. So we'll go in the shed, work it out, what we've got here. And there we go. So these are the jump guards I ordered. So I didn't order them this year, it was last year. 2021 I ordered these. So we've got a load of them here. I don't know which is for what. So I've got to work out today which ones I've got for the other side. Like, it's only 8mm thick. I'm going to put them on that tank today. Get them up. So I've got some brackets as well somewhere. I have to route them out. So I got them from Amazon a long time ago for about £1 each. Worked out. So we'll have a good route in a minute in the shed and see what else I got. So it's routed out now. Found what size I wanted. Obviously I've done it near bang on to the end of here. So I'm going to the other one on the side, bang on again there. So I've got quite a few spare ones in there, but I'm sure they're for one of the other tanks. I've got a black tank inside where the fry and stuff are, so I'm sure for that. I'm 99% positive they are. So I'll have a quick measure later on after done all this lot and make sure they are. This is 350i, but saying once I'm on top of here, still on this step. As you can see, the paint last night still a bit wet. I'm just standing on it, so. But yeah, I'm going to put either some rubber matting or something on there, or maybe some checker plating or something like that. So I don't know what I'm putting there yet. I want something so I can stand on that. So I keep wearing that away all the time. So I think a bit of rubber matting, checker plate. I don't know. I say it's 350i. But once I stand on here now, so it's only up to the top of my leg where I'm standing now. So I'm right above it. So when this is across here, you get it. I'm dropping it in. There you go. And you see, just at some stomach, I can lean over and still catch the fish. Perfect in there really. I was going to cut a piece here and put another piece in there, but I'm not going to do that now. I'm going to work it out. I'm going to see, I'm going to cut this here, and cut that there, and cut it out, and just push it along. So I can't see the fish jumping out of a small hole here, but I might even stick that piece in, I don't know yet. So there we go, so I'll work it out, cut all that out here. Obviously I need to put the brackets on first. Get the brackets. So I did find them as well, in the shed. So I think they come from China, off Amazon, a long time ago. The brackets, a couple fell out. So they are for 8mm, I'm sure they're for 8mm. Yeah, nice and tight. So start from 6mm to about 12mm they do. So they're going on here, one in the corner, one probably there, one there, and one on the end so it's steady. They'll tie up nicely. But so they are the cheap ones, so they work out just under £1 each. Well, they did do then, like I don't know how much they are now, so I've not even looked because I've got a load of in that bag. I've got for a long time. So I've got to work out how many I can need here. Make sure I've got enough there for the other tanks as well, which I don't know what I'm not going to do till whenever like. But then if I haven't got enough, those are some more, they're cheap enough like. But then they are supposed to be 316 stainless steel, but I don't know. But then I got them outside on the green tank and they've started rusting a little bit at the bottom. Just I think it's from the screws. I don't think it's from the metal itself. It's from the screws and like drilled around there. Other than that, looking good. I'll get all this up now and we'll get back to you. It's all up around here and down here. And there we are, all the perspex all cut up. So what I've done, so the film's still on it, I left that on purpose for now until I sort all this out. Make sure I get all the cuts and everything, the cuts around here. So the reason why I put it down there now, as you see a minute ago, I'll show you. Underneath there's a gap, you can get your fingers underneath. All the way along it like so, you can get your hand underneath there, and I am putting small fish in. So now, you can get all things underneath there. So it's probably less than 10mm gap, or probably about 8mm underneath there, all the way along. And I've cut round the pipe as well, it's not too bad. So we've got a gap there, but I can't see any fish jumping around here, through there, and going down that pipe and through there. It'd be crazy if I do like, but if I do need to put something there, I'll put something there. So we'll soon find out if the stainless steel is rust proof as well. So it's just dropped in the water. I'll get a net and get it out in a second. Just knocked it in. I was doing this one here, the screws won't come undone and just come out. But so we've cut all around there on that side. So we took 10mm off there and off this side here, took 10mm off. You can see all the way along now, cut all, did it with a jigsaw. So all these pieces out around here, all cut out just with a jigsaw, ordinary jigsaw, normal blade and everything. Make sure you don't go too slow because it will chip it. So go nice and steady all the way across of it, it makes it nice and smooth. That's the reason why I left the film on as well, so I didn't scratch all the plastic all around. And afterwards, just get a bit of sandpaper and just rub it down, just on the edge on the corners so I don't knock it really. Other than that, I need a bracket around this corner here. I think I've got one somewhere to put on there, or I might even drill an hole and put a bracket and clamp it on somewhere there with a stainless steel bracket. So I've probably got all sorts in the shed and have a route in a bit and see what I've got to fix that there. So the same, that corner over there, I'll put some again. Same again, drill it and fix it. Same on this side here, so this is nice and solid. You can even lean on it now. You can lean on this now, it's absolutely perfect. So we're right above it. Don't need to take it off. Can get in there, get the fish out, and there we go. Well happy now. That's all done. I'll take all this film off now. You see it'll all come off. I'll get back to you in a second when it's all off. Looking good. As you can see now, it looks all nice and clean. There's one some fish in there. It's going to splash around and be all messy all the time, like, but stops them jumping out. So I'm really happy with that. So it's nice and clear for now. to the fish, make a mess. So I'm well happy really. So now I put a bracket on this corner. On here, it's not stainless steel bolts, but we'll get some stainless steel ones afterwards, like just nice and steady. So it's not going anywhere. So you can lean on this glass now as well. Well, perspex, shall I say. So you can lean on it, lean over, look at the fish in there. I do need to get a light in here, but I've got one in the other shed. What's above the old tank, what I took apart where I pinched that Tempest, sorry, from, and where I pinched that from, what I took down. So I'm going to put it here temporary for now. Well, not temporary. Put that one here, and then get another one for there in the future, and then leave one in the shed. Make it a lot brighter. It's going duller outside again now. It's a lot of mess around this morning, doing all the filter cleans and stuff like that. So then they're all done, so I've got cracked to this afternoon. Other than that, they're looking good now. So I've also got an air curtain. So I bought this, one of the drum filters I bought late last year. So I got it cheap enough, I think I gave him 15-20 quid for it. So it was cheap. So I'm going to put that at the back of the water there, or back of the shower, on the bottom here as well. So it look quite nice at the back. So it's here, so I might as well use it. On there, so I'm put it there. So we've got some air pipes somewhere, I'm going to have a route around in a minute. So we've got some air pipe, some clear stuff, some flexi one in the other shed. I'm going to put it right at the back here and have a nosy and see what it looks like. On the air curtain as well, so it's got the clips at the side with the rubber on. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to tape it up, some grey tape on the side of it, just on the side there, stop the fish, nothing catching on that bit there. So probably when I chuck it in the water, it'll turn and it'll be that way and the fish will end up scratching on it. So just going to wrap some tape around there, and around this end, job's a good one. The air liner I just found as well, so I found it in the shed, but it's freezing cold. So what I've done, put it in a bucket, using this heater here, get it nice and warm, that'll flex that one now. So now lower the heater in now, but that there is really softening up now. So that there can stretch. Just put it temporary for now. So I've got this is coming out, as I'm saying. I'm going to put it on here. It's got 2 outlets for the Nexus. So I'll put it on there for now. And come round, just bring it round and drop it in there. So that's what I used to do with this tank. Anyway, I used to chuck it on there and turn it off and on, and the air was in there. So I'll get back to you in a minute. Take this up and chuck that in there. So I've not got enough airline. Well, it is enough, but I've had to stretch it around here. So it's not got to tag around there. But it's in the air pump eventually. I'm going to put a shelf across here and put it on top of there and put a new filter and stuff in. So it's going around, I have to stretch it around a little bit there. Other than that, it's in there. It's all done. And so you see a bubble away now. All happy with that. Now I condensate off a little bit because it's warmer in here, isn't there? Water. So that temperature's got to rise a bit anyway before I put any fish in. But so well happy with that. Nice air curtain at the back. So it's sure it's about 15 quid. I'm not sure how much they are, but saying he said he wanted 15 quid for it, so just snatched his hand off it when I picked that drum fill up before. And what's going on the new pond outside, which I'll show you another time. So you pay 15 quid just for an air stone, can't you? The big air stone. So I thought, might as well grab it for that. But other than that, the old tank is looking mint now. Looking proper mint. So there's plenty of bubbles, as you can see. Loads of bubbles off that. I have got a small air curtain somewhere, so I might even put a smaller one. I don't know yet. So I'll probably use that for the other pond or something there, but I don't know. Leave it in there for now, it's doing its job. So I will drop this down a little bit as well. It's proper forcing that is. That made the fish swim against that as well. It's a good flow that is. I'm happy with it. So I will put the fish in next few days. Not just yet, like. So we've got to test the water, chlorine and stuff like that. And like I was saying as well, I'm going to pinch some media out of the backy shower. What's in the other room where the fish are now. So they've got their own media, own bacteria built up in there. So there's nothing in that one. I'm going to pinch a tear out of that and put that in there. So I'm going to put a few fish in at the start and go from there really. Other than that, I'm well happy with that. So it's just the bottoms to sort out now. Just the waste kit, need some valves and stuff for the waste, change them over. Just neaten this up all around here. But other than that, well happy with it. So I had to shoot off and get a quick shower. So in the greenhouse room, just within there, just get a big water change, dropped it down so far, a good third. So at the bottom where it's in the valves at the bottom of the tanks, like obviously I drain off through there and top it back up like. Absolutely got me feet absolutely drenched, walked past it and I was soaking. So I've been up there, quick change, get a shower, shave, back down again. That's all sorted now, getting topped up again. I'll turn it off or I'll go to bed tonight. But this room in here, I'm absolutely over the moon with it now. It's looking mega now. So we've got all this done here, all the perspex up, all fitted, all there. That's absolutely solid. So you can get up here now, stand on here. It's absolutely brilliant, loving it now. Really love it to stand over, see over. So the fish will be in there. It's all perfect. So this room is being used, what it's being used for. So we've got this big grow-on tank. So it's over 500 gallon. It's 520. I can't remember exactly what it was. I'll measure it and do it again. It's definitely over 500 gallon. We'll measure it. So we've got the quarantine tank. It's over about just 200 odd gallon in there for that. Hospital tank. Now I still haven't finished it. I've got to take them boards and stuff off. I'll do them again. Insulate it all. Same again. Drum over here. So we've got loads of space. Absolute loads. It's mad to stand up here now. So that's the top. So it's perfect. Loving it. The same, we've got everything else in here. And this thing here, this is God's saying. So I'm working in here, with my t-shirt now. It's absolutely roasting. There's still gaps up here as well, so I've got to fill them in. I weren't going to, but I am going to fill them in, get more room in here, a bit more warmth in here, I should say. But this, I'm over the moon with it. So I'm absolutely loving it. The fish will be in here next few days, well, 3 or 4 days. That's it really, so check everything out. Make sure chlorine everything's all settled in. So, to everyone, Happy New Year. So it will be New Year now if this video comes out. So I do appreciate it. So you don't mind subscribing to us, thumbs up. Those that subscribe to us, I do appreciate it as well. So I won't forget about the giveaway as well. I've got over 1,000 subs, so we'll be doing a giveaway soon as well. Don't know what it is. Could be a fish, could be something else or anything there. I might do a fish or something else if you wonder what a fish. Just put it out there. So I do appreciate it and hopefully we'll see you on the next one.